Hey guys, welcome back to Will the Maker and my little print garden. Not quite a print farm yet, but hopefully business will kick up soon. And I can expand even further. But basically, it's been a little while since I made a video for you guys and I wanted to kind of get back into it. Maybe make some 3D printed product business videos, and I figured I'd start with one today. Quick update on my setup. So over here on this side of the setup, this is my Wexen WXR here. Don't mind the broken screen. I messed up the first one. I got that one because it could be quicker and I haven't made anything to actually mount it. +4 here. This thing has been really pretty good. High quality part. Some reliability issues, but I've had really good luck with TD service. They've been pretty responsive and getting me replacement parts, so hard to complain. I have my rolls of filaments down here and then some old van parts down there. Recently edition, my second +4, and this new setup right here. This will be kind of like my +4 here. I got my cheaty box. I still have to set it up. My old Prusa Mini, which I don't really use for my business because whenever I try to sell things with it, the quality just isn't there. But if I do something for the house, it's fine. I don't get it. And then just for good old memories, I still have my old Kitaz. I haven't used it in God knows how long. But yeah, so that's basically the update of my setup. And so with this kind of cutout right here, basically I'm thinking this is going to be good for shipping products, getting them packed up, but also have a nice space for, you know, photo shoots for products. I got a nice seamless roll of paper that I can use for better product photography. I tested out with just some plain old paper, like a long roll of paper, and it works actually really good here. The garage lighting is just about spot on for having good product photography. It's kind of lucky that worked out. But yeah, so that's kind of the new setup. And so a little bit about my two different businesses that I sell under. One is actually for the fountain pen world. It's one of my other hobbies, is collecting and using fountain pens. It's a great little community, it really is. They've been very receptive to my products. I try to be pretty innovative with what I come up with, and they seem to really hit well with people. And so I'm in the middle of prepping for a pen show. It'll be the third one I went to this year. They're really great. I use them obviously for selling products, but also just for marketing. That's a big one because people find out about them online, order online. I get a lot of online orders during a print show. It's actually pretty great because people put things on YouTube, videos for it, so it's really nice. But also it's great for finding retailers to potentially sell your products, and that actually happened at my last show. I got a local pen and office supply store to start wholesaling my products, and they bought a lot of products at the show or right after the show, and they just submitted another order basically in the middle of me getting ready for this next show in Orlando. They're going to do their own show at their store, and they put in another wholesale order. I got it mostly done. As much as I can. I ran out of filament of one of the colors because I was using it to prepare for the other pen show. So I'll get those couple products later to them. I already told them that that's gonna happen. They're okay with it. But the rest of the products are basically ready to be packed up and sent out. I have a few parts that need to be completed. I'll kind of show you that process and then get them packed up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and do that. If you are interested, the other side of my business is automotive related. I have parts for Sprinter vans and I have parts for Teslas. We can talk about those more in another episode. So make sure you're subscribed. I want to get more of these printer business vlogs kind of going. I love watching them from other people, so hopefully, you know, I can get the same response from you guys. So let me know down below if you want to know anything specifically, and yeah, maybe we'll do it in the next video. Okay, so in this box are basically all the products I have ready to go. I have my packing list here, and she asked me to do barcodes. I didn't have barcodes for her last time, so I went up and generated a whole lot of barcodes for that. Got some parts here that you'll see in a minute in here. So basically, this product here is what kicked off my business. I call it Ink Sample Roulette. It holds 7 vials, 5 milliliter vials of ink that people get. You can buy either a whole bottle, anywhere from $10 to $40 for a bottle of ink, or you can buy a sample and try it out. Samples are typically $1 or $2, and you can put them in here to store them, collect them, But the main thing, and this is why I created it, is to have a stable base so that when I'm using these thin little vials, I don't have to worry about them falling over and spilling ink everywhere. That happened to me, it happens to everyone, and I said never again. So I came up with this. The wider base you get, the more stable it is, but then it takes up more space on your shelf. So I thought, why not have it store the ink samples as well? So that's what I did here. And then I made it spin just for fun, figured that out. It works pretty well. Kind of was a big hit the first time I unveiled it. And also showed it off with, I expanded to the fountain pen roulette, where basically it's the same concept. Hold 7, 6 of them spin around. But for fountain pens, it's taller, and then also they're lined with felt around the walls and at the bottom. So, you know, your nice expensive pens have a nice, safe, cozy home. You don't have to worry about scratches or anything. And they all have this system here, foam on the bottom, so it's not slip. And then also these grooves here fit into a base like this. So you can basically have a couple of them like that on your shelf, on your desk, however you want to use it, but they're all locked in place. And then after I got fountain pen roulette figured out, I kind of expanded into what I call the art collection, inspired by my daughter, where I came up with versions that hold colored pencils, or any pencil for that matter. It holds 25 pencils. I came up with ones that hold 25 crayons. They're actually a little bit different diameter. And then also ones for markers that hold 8 markers, a bigger diameter. So I expanded the art collection. That's what these are here. These are for colored pencils. So basically in this box I have almost a complete order. Obviously I need to pack it up. That's just getting ready to go. But for all the pencil roulettes, I need to put the bottom foam parts on. So I figured I'd show you guys how I do that. Basically, I pre-cut a whole lot of these things. I did this on my Cricut. I used to do this manually by hand, and it sucked. It took a lot of time, a lot of really late nights, to 2, 3 in the morning prepping for a show, and it was getting very tiring very quickly. And the quality was inconsistent. I wanted to make it better, so I got a Cricut Maker, and it's been very helpful. It's not a perfect machine. I have my qualms with it. I have my issues, but I got it kind of figured out now, and working fairly well for me. So yeah, it's just adhesive-backed foam. I think it's a neoprene, and take off the backing, and I put 4 of them on I call them roulette systems. That lined up so it's nice and straight. 1 down, 3 to go on this guy. So basically I got 2 of them on. Do this one right here. Just get that lined up. Try and get the spacing correct. Typically about 3 line this. You can actually kind of see the lines there, and I use those as a guide. Alright, 1 down, some more to go. Alright, so now that I got the bases on all of these guys, all the products are done at this point. Basically, I need to get them all out and start putting on the barcodes. I hope these work. It's my first time doing barcodes. She asked me to do barcodes, so here they are. They're supposedly GS1. I don't really know what that means, but I think that's a standard, so I went with that. And if you know anything about barcodes and really what they should be, let me know down below. Alright, I'm gonna get them all out and start applying the barcodes. So unfortunately, I noticed this part did not have a good top surface. I think I'm gonna have to reprint this and get these out the following day. So it's unfortunate. I don't have another one of these I can swap out with, so I'll have to reprint it. I know she's a stickler for quality. I am too. I wouldn't like that, so I'm gonna have to reprint this and ship these out. Not tomorrow, but the next day. All right, it's the next day. Got this issue resolved. Got another one printed up. Thought I would have had more, but I apparently did not. So I had to print some more of these. So that's all done. Everything now has their barcodes on. We'll see how these work out. These are just standard printer paper labels. I I can see on some of these overnight they're already starting to peel up. So we'll see how long they last. I'll give it a try. Hopefully it works out. But if not, I'll try and think of something else. But yeah, so I think now basically what we have to do is get everything boxed up and ready to ship out. I also got a few more orders I want to get shipped out tonight, and I'll work on those as well. So let's get to it. So I got this box of filament recently, a bit of a restock. So I'm going to use this. I think this will be a good size and not cost too much to ship, which is always good. But I'm going to take off the label to my address. Don't need that. I kind of have a plan of how I want to do this. Basically, I think I'm going to put the bases at the bottom, kind of fitting as they are bases, and then kind of stack up from there. So, and while I do that, I have the checklist of orders here. There's a couple, like I said before, I don't have the filament to, so I'll get those to her later. But for now, this is what I have, and I will check things off as I put them in. So I have two different bases that I sell, and you can see I have a slew of colors. What she ordered here is barely scratching the surface of how many colors I offer. In this world, the fountain pen world, colors are a good thing. People love having a choice of colors, whether it's their favorite color or match certain colors with certain pens or inks or whatever. Yeah, so I have a lot of colors, different blues, different greens, pinks, blacks, silvers, whites, gold, whatever, basically I have it. So I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to try it this way at first and see how it goes. These ones are the triple shot bases, as there's 1, 2, 3. And of course, you got the double shots, which are hold 2 of the roulette systems. Basically, if you have a bunch of pencils in this case, you can do something like this, kind of create your own combo. Or you can even, this is sort of the fun part, start mixing different colors and come up with a different, look, however you want to do it. I just pick these at random, but yeah, but basically you get the idea. That basically this allows you to have some fun mixing and matching colors. I have a feeling these barcode stickers aren't going to work, but we'll see. Mark this off. I got 1 black, check. 1 steel gray, 1 purple ice, 1 dark teal, and 1 pink. Okay. Now for the double shots. Give us upside down. I think I'm going to put another layer of foam. Should be fine in shipping, but I don't want to take the risk of anything getting damaged. So, got another layer of foam. Put that down. Alright, get the double bases marked up. I got purple ice, steel gray, sky blue, and black. I think what I'm going to do is put a layer of cardboard in between. Always cut up a box, put a cardboard layer there as another base, and go from there. That should be good. So now I have another bottom there to put some of these guys on. Let's do fountain pen roulette systems. Okay, for these ones, I'm going to wrap in this stuff here, this corrugated recycled paper. I'm just going to go by color, basically, do them as I go. That way I can just mark off the item row and the quantity. And like I said, I just got this setup kind of going. I still want to do a lot more. I want to have a slot. I basically want to have this guy on a roller kind of right here. figure out a way of mounting that to here, and as well as some other things like maybe a place to hold this, for example, maybe dark teals. But yeah, so basically definitely have plans. This is not by any means the end all be all. And yeah, so follow along if you're interested in seeing how this progresses. This is my first time doing an online wholesale order. I hope it works out. I looked, so my website is on Shopify, and I looked to see what sort of wholesale options there are on Shopify, and from what I could tell, there's not really any good free ones, and I'm not at the point where I want to spend $30 on a month on wholesale system where I may or may not even get any more orders. So what I did, I had her sign up with an account. I think I might just do this in the future, and create kind of wholesale custom codes and custom discounts for each product that could apply to her with a certain minimum order quantity, an MOQ. And that worked out just fine. It was the prices we had previously agreed upon. And I might just continue doing that if I ever get any more wholesale business, which I hope I do. Hope to, again, at this next fountain pen show that I'm going to, try and maybe get some more contacts for some more people to wholesale, whether online or at a retail location. And that's one of the kind of driving forces of why I'm going to the shows. I mean, I love going to the shows. It's a great group of people in this community. It really, really is. Some of the nicest people. And even though there's like, amongst the vendors that go out to these shows, technically they're all competitors. Don't know if we're nice. But everyone's friends, everyone's friendly. They help each other out. It's really a great, great place to be. So I'm happy to kind of be part of that world, and bringing some different things to the industry. And then this color I ran out of. She ordered 5 of these, but I can only do 3. And she also ordered a triple shot base that I did not have. I have some more doubles in this color, but not triples. So I'll have to wait till I get more filament. And there's one. And now I have 1 full row of these guys. I'm gonna create another kind of level. Might put another row of foam just to be safe. Won't hurt anything. Cut up another piece of cardboard. Okay. So that order is now boxed up and done. You know, it's kind of funny. When I started selling online, I started looking at packing material completely differently. No longer waste, it's, ooh, I could use that. I've even told my wife, that's a good looking box. Does that make me weird? Okay, so let's dry run this. That's not bad. There's always going to be some kind of shakiness to it, but so I always include stickers with my orders. So as this is a wholesale order with a bunch of items, I'm going to put in a bunch of stickers. Okay, those guys in there. So this guy is good, basically ready to be shipped off. So obviously I sell on my website, as that's where the wholesale order came in. I also have an Etsy where I got my start. I still have the Etsy because why not? It's a great marketplace that drives orders. Yes, it has fees, but that's basically the fee for bringing you customers and handling a lot of the other stuff. So I don't think it's too bad. I know a lot of people kind of complain about it, but in reality, if you start wholesaling at a store, those fees are even higher. So it's really not that bad. So basically, I have all these orders that have come in that are to be shipped. I thought I had all of them. One of them is still printing right here for one of the orders, but besides that, they're good to go. So I'm going to get started getting them boxed up and go from there. A little over 9 pounds. Big boy. Alright, so these 3 orders are boxed up, taped up, ready to go. I have the wholesale order down here. I'm going to be ready to ship out tomorrow morning. Let me know what you thought of this little print farm vlog. I'm going to see if I can get some more interesting content out there and do some more things around both the business side and just 3D printing in general. Follow along if you're interested in that. Let me know what you thought of this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.